And we're back. Hey, so I missed a week. Sorry. I thought about trying to get this out on Saturday, but it didn't seem like it was worth the rush. Yeah, I'll explain why. It was, whoo boy was it a busy week. But first, I did train these two in the interim, and they didn't die, which is a nice surprise. So their HP and MP is up a good amount. Their other stats are up a good amount. I don't remember what they looked like before, but they are improved. I can confirm. I don't think I... Oh, wait. Oh, when the fuck did I learn Magma Bomb? Hell yeah. I'm glad I checked. And then Ice Statue. When the fuck did I learn Ice Statue? What? When did this happen? Alright, I'll take it. I must have learned these moves and just not paid the fuck attention. Do I have to do my dailies? I don't think so. So, yeah. How do I put this? So the last time I recorded, I want to say it was a few weeks. It was definitely before August started, and it's now August 11th. So I did my best. My best wasn't enough. I don't even remember that far back. So yeah, I recorded that. I think I recorded it. Was that the part I did post stream? No, I think this one was different. But yeah, whenever I recorded it, everything was all hunky dory. And then I don't think I think that was the last video I recorded in July, and then I just haven't had a chance to record in August at all. I just haven't been home. So yeah, that would have been July. August would have started 2 weeks ago. So what happened was I just been going to work. That's pretty much it. So the problem is working 40 hours a week, and this came up with GameStop to an extent, but GameStop's hours were kind of wibbly wobbly. So I got away with it sometimes, but with this it's my 10 to 7. So I can't really do much in the morning because I'm usually just sleeping until like 8. And then I can't really do much when I get home because I get home at like 8. But other than just like slowly kind of wind down. What was I gonna say though? Oh right, before I get too far into this, after a little over 2 months of working there, I did finally ask, hey, what should I do about my YouTube channel? Should I mention where I work or what I do? And I told this to my boss. My boss knows I have a YouTube channel because he brought it up in the interview, much to my embarrassment. Because I had wrote it on my resume, saying oh, I have over 1 million views on YouTube, just in case I was going for a social media thing. And so for the first time ever, and this has happened with friends now too, and that's what's starting to worry me, is they'll just be oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel, and then they'll quickly Google, they'll quickly put in YouTube Nick Zalis, and they'll be like, oh, is this it? Wrath of Zalis? And I'm like, fuck. This never used to happen. I used to be unpopular enough where you couldn't find me even if you were looking directly for me. But yeah, so my boss brought up when he was ready for my interview. He was like, oh, this is you, right? And I was like, fuck. But yeah, so I brought it up to him and I was like, hey, it's been 2 months and I keep meaning to ask you. And I have. I do keep meaning to ask him. It's never a high enough priority. And I was like, hey, should I am I allowed to tell people where I work? And he was like, I don't see why not. Let me just run it by HR real quick. I was like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. And so we did. And then HR came back fast and heavy with, fuck no, he cannot tell anyone where he works. That's a huge breach of contract. And I was like, oh. So luckily I haven't, and if I have, you're gonna pretend I haven't. I genuinely don't think I have, but if I've let it leak anywhere, just shut the fuck up and keep it to yourself. But yeah, so that caught me off guard, I'm not gonna lie. So my boss was like, yeah, so the big reason is because I'm a temp. Temps basically have no rights. If I become a full-fledged employee, which may or may not happen, then they'll evaluate my channel if it's safe, and then they'll decide from there. Because obviously streaming and stuff is a big thing now, and some people have online presences, and some people don't. But no, I made super recovery discs, but oh, and I gave myself plugins. I didn't give myself a lot of MP stuff though. That's what I should have prepared more for. Wow, that move did a lot. But yeah, so they, but yeah, as a temp, there's nothing I can do. But if I become a full-fledged employee, maybe. So if I become a real employee, maybe one day I can tell you guys. Until then, don't ask about it. And it actually goes a step further. It's a step in the opposite direction, actually. So not only can I not talk about where I work, I can't play or talk about... I think I'm allowed to talk about them. I just can't play any games published by the studio. Like, so I work in a local branch of the studio. I'm trying to dodge around this. But I can't play any games, even from like the big heading company, which does actually exclude some games. I may or may not have had to delete a video that was going to come out for the Platinum Project, or I put it on hold until, you know, God knows when. So without giving anything away, it's not really a studio whose games I've played before. I have nothing against the games; it's just never like come up. They might have come up once or twice. I really didn't go through and look at my backlog. It doesn't matter because I played them before I started working there. I can safely say I have not played any games, except for that one video. I have not played anything that that would require me to take it down. So let's just leave it at that. I'm not going to take any more questions about it or anything like that. It's just, hey, this is a thing moving forward. But yeah, that kind of surprised me. I was like, oh, wow. So not only can I not talk about it, I can't play games about it. Okay. And, yeah. That might become an issue later on. Again, I don't want to give any more specifics. I will say this. It's not fucking Activision. I'm going to nip that right in the goddamn bud. I'm not going to say what it is. I will say what it's not, and it's not Activision. So those dumb fucking jokes from the Spyro videos, no. There's no credit to them. It is not Activision. Leave me alone. I will continue to play any Activision games I feel like and talk about Activision as much as I feel like. Okay. But yeah, so that happened. And then this was only from a couple days ago, but I wanted to get it out of the way fast and early. Oh wow, my MP is like fully healed now. Those walking abilities really worth it. What else? Oh yeah, so I was gonna record over last weekend, so that would be the 3rd and the 4th, I think, maybe, of August. And one of them, I went to a friend who I haven't seen in a couple months that I made at GameStop, and we watched Evo and played like stuff with him and his girlfriend. It was a lot. It was a fun time, but I was literally there for like 8 hours. I got home and I like conked the fuck out.
So, you've actually made it this far. You've bandaged up your broken heart with bravery. Or is it idiocy?
I don't remember.
And now, you stand before me again.
We've never fought. Why is this a
In
thing?
recognition of your courage.
It's so weird.
Hold, Sammy-Draymond. The AR plan is...
What?
No. Master Shoma's plan...
Ego has nothing to do with it.
There's the problem. The battle we can't leave measures...
Okay, so they're gonna throw random people at me. I forget, is this a huge reference to the original Digimon world? Is it Megadramon? No, okay. Oh, so there is Megadramon. Okay. So, sort of. They added Black Wargurumon and Black Growlmon and Gigadramon. But if I remember correctly, in the OG, it was Devimon, Megadramon, Metal Greymon. I don't remember who else was up there in the that you fight in the final zone. So this is a cool reference.
This is bad.
Oh right, so it's not a real fight. They're gonna just have them fight instead.
Sorry to take so long.
I mean, it's all right, I guess.
You made it in time.
Yeah, leave this to
I don't really think.
Me too. I want to say it.
This is really not the time. But whatever. Fine.
That's
all
actually
together.
amazing.
1, 2, 3.
We've got this. Get going already.
That's pretty funny. I mean, they pretty much do have this, but then again, they're all ultimates. It'd be weird if you didn't have this. That's pretty cool. And then they just stand there. But yeah, so we watched Evo. There was a couple highlights, but I didn't really get that into it. There were some stakes and stuff, and Evo's pretty cool, but it's like I don't really give a shit about fighting games.
I've been waiting for you. No need for light my blood now.
I like how they're like, we can't fight you, and then I was like, all right, I guess we can fight them. Since those 5 fucking Digimon we came up with weren't enough. They spent more time telling me they couldn't fight me than they did telling me why they could fight me. Yikes, that's a big hit. A lot bigger than I was ready for. Oh my god, is he really fucking dead? 18,000? Jesus Christ. Alright. We're gonna have to throw some plugins here. Just for my sanity, I'm gonna use some utility plugins on both of them. This should make it much easier to deal with, because these plugins are actually no joke. They do a good amount of healing. If I can get a fucking move off, then maybe I could do better, but Jesus Christ, they can't even stand up. I didn't think the power gap would be this big. Okay, well, he might be dead. He's dead. I'm gonna have to keep focusing on Slate Pond. Again, if they could just fucking use a move, I might have a chance. What the fuck? I can't keep using these super recovery discs. I need them. Okay. I think he might have extra. No, he doesn't. Okay. Alright, that should be enough. Hopefully. What the fuck? Why did he fucking pause before he threw it that time? Alright, it still worked. Oh, that's not good. I forgot they could use special moves too. Okay, I'm gonna need both of you to just... Oh, we're not doing that right now? Okay. Can you use your special moves, guys? It would be fantastic. I'd be very appreciative. What the fuck? How are they just kicking the shit out of them? I genuinely don't understand. Oh, I guess when he dies, this plugin probably wears off, which is not good. Okay, I still need to heal you. Super double disc. God damn it, I hate this. Those dumb, useless recovery discs. Okay. I probably should have healed him before using the recovery disc. I realize this now. Stop it. This is not fair and you know it. I didn't save either. Alright, I don't know how likely a death EX is, so we're gonna... I can't believe I'm about to do this. Okay, well, no, I have to use both of them. I might teleport out of here and, just because I'm gonna have to come back when I can EXE again. Alright, can you both fucking focus? Because we clearly can't win here. Jesus Christ. Got the shit kicked out of me. I should have been more prepared for that. I should have came in a little hotter. The problem is I'm definitely not going to be able to EXE during the final fight now. So I might have to go dick around for a bit. You may be thinking, Nick, why don't you even try? It's like, well, I tried here to not use the EXE, and I got my self ravaged. Alright, so watched Evo, and that would have been my day off on Sunday. And then Monday, I just didn't just couldn't do anything. I was just depressed. It's just a monthly depression where the chemical hits my brain and I'm like, oh, I feel sad now. So that sucked. I really felt bad about it too. I was like, damn, I have so much work to do, and like I couldn't even relax. I was just kind of like anxious the whole day. It bothers me how much he kicks their ass compared to how hard it was to beat them earlier. So clearly there are some stats here. I mean, I'm obviously gonna beat the final guy too. It's just gonna happen. All Alright, I'm gonna need you to use your special move. I mean, I will say, he's really holding his own. Wow. He took that like a champ. It'd be helpful if you could use a move. It's fucking Imperial Digimon. Please. If you use a move, there's a good chance that you'll deal more damage. That's my biggest complaint with these fights so far, is my Digimon aren't attacking. Say, do something! God damn it. It keeps backing up for some reason. They're just like hanging there. There we go. Alright. That was rough.
My strength was not enough.
It's remarkable. Alright, later.
New world? I only regret that I cannot witness.
I do love when enemies, even when you beat them, are like, it's still not enough. You didn't try hard enough. Like, spoiler, Kingdom Hearts 3 spoiler. Young Xehanort does that. Where everyone else is like, oh, redemption, and then he's like, you're still not gonna win. But that's supposed to be portrayed because he's like young and not as wise, so he's more like angry. But yeah, so I didn't do anything on Monday because I was depressed, and then the week went by. I didn't record anything else because so Monday was my other day off, and then Tuesday was my day back at work. But then I started a D&D, or not started. I joined a D&D group with some of my workers, or some of the people I work with, and some of their friends. First time ever actually doing D&D. I'm excited. We did a first session. It was cool. But it was like 3 hours. So I got home at like 11:30. And then Wednesday, we got to go to this. So we got to go to this big ass complex. Like, this day had been planned for a couple weeks. Supposed to be like a team bonding day, but also just a day as a chance to fuck around. So we went to this place, and first we did bowling. Actually, so I should say it was like, I want to say it was like an hour and a half away from where I live, and I'm already like an hour 45-minute commute to work. So my boss was like, yeah, just work from home until it's time to leave and then go. So we went, or I worked from home for a little bit, and then I went to bowling with them, followed by an arcade. The arcade was shitty, but it was an arcade, so it was something. Then we did laser tag. Laser tag wasn't fun. It should have been fun, but it wasn't, because I'm gonna improve their stamina, I think. Actually, I'm gonna buy some items. It should have been more fun, but the problem was they didn't really explain it that well, and then we sort of started the game and then just went, and it wasn't like elimination based, it was based on points. So they kind of just like fiddled us in a room, and then all of a sudden you could just start shooting each other. And then when you're shot, there's like a small delay before you can shoot someone else again. But I was like, it's still not that good. Like, I think if I wanted to play laser tag, I would have preferred if it was elimination based. I think that would have gone over a lot better. I'm not gonna try and do too much here. How much MP stuff do I have? I don't really need it at that point. But yeah, it was a good time. And so that was laser tag, which wasn't the highlight. And then we did this like VR experience thing where everyone had a backpack with like an Alienware laptop, and everyone had a headset and Razer headphones. I say this because they must have sponsored them. And then we all were hooked in. It was like a zombie type game, which, you know, I'm pretty fucking over zombies at this point, but you could like look around. You could like, you had this like gun that kind of looks like the PlayStation like move gun attachment, the one that you just like stick a controller in, and you just fight like hordes of zombies. But you can like actively like walk around and like walk around each other. There's like there was like movement indicators when you were too close to someone else to like prevent you. It was honestly really fucking cool. The problem was like it's just the software. Like the games are okay. So my group did it twice. There were 3 groups total. I was in the first group, and then the second group was separate, and then the third group only had like half the people required. So a couple people from the first group like kind of filled it out, and which was fine, but it was like me being in VR like twice in a row, which actually I didn't mind. Some people were not down to do that much VR. Like they were like, oh, I have a headache, or you know, I'm honestly, it doesn't bother me, and regular VR doesn't bother me for long periods of time either, and I'm starting to worry about that because it should. So that was a lot of fun.
Are you ready?
Like I said, I wish there was more variety in the game stuff, but it was pretty good. I really would recommend it if you get a chance to do it. I don't know if they do it everywhere, if there's like a specific place, but I had a lot of fun. Would recommend. So that was Wednesday. Thursday, I think it was back to normal. We just did a lot of meetings and stuff. And then Friday, yesterday, or no, 2 days ago, fuck. I stayed late because we did or the company was doing a mystery game tournament. So a couple people from my department had set up. Basically, you wouldn't know what the game was until you sat down in front of it to play it, and the person who gets the furthest in all the games wins. And the first game was Radical Rex for the NES or SNES, and I was like, fuck. So basically this was the one to eliminate people. The first, I didn't want to do that, whatever. This was the first person, my brain doesn't work. So this was the top 8 people who got the fastest times would move on, and I think there was like 17 people. So top 8 people moved on, and I was literally number 8 because I was the first to complete it. Like I went there, sat down, played it first, ended up beating it in 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay.
And then everyone else,
Good night. Sleep tight.
Sorry, I think the next person to win was like 5 minutes 15, and then it was like 3 minutes. The fastest was like 2 minutes and 8 seconds. It was just like the first level, and it was cool and all, but also I was kind of annoyed because like some of the people who went after me, like they started just like watching people play the game. I was like, I didn't get to do that. That's not fair. So yeah, that happened, and then the second game was we all went into a different room, and it was all Sonic All-Stars Racing, which I've never played, and I'm fucking dog shit at racing games. Like, I fucking hate Mario Kart. I will die on this hill. Mario Kart, Crash Team Racing, Sega All-Stars, any goddamn racing game. I don't care if it's Forza, Burnout. Burnout's the exception, but I don't care if it's any of these things. Fuck racing games, and fuck you if you like them. I'm just kidding. I don't care if you like racing games. They're just really, really, really not for me. If you couldn't tell by my intensity. That being said, I moved on to the next round. Because luckily, everyone else was also dog shit at racing games. So, I ended up being, I want to say... I came in 3rd or 4th. I think I was tied for 3rd with another person. So it was 1st place, 2nd place, and then tied for 3rd. So it was the top 4 moved on, and that was cool. We did 3 races, and they like took the points from the races and so on, like, you know how they typically do that that kind of stuff. So that was a lot of fun. It was pretty cool. And so we kept playing with random characters. I think I had Samadeo, Amigo, then Knuckles, then Space Channel 5. Girl, I don't remember her name. I wanted Kirito, I'm not gonna lie. Or Kiryu, not Kirito. Because I know he's in that game. I don't think they had him unlocked, though. We played it on the Steam version, though. So then, so we did that. You'd upgrade. Are you upgrading something right now? You are. Okay, hang on. Let me... But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, but yeah, so I moved on to there. So 3rd round, they had set up in a different room. Motherfucking Donkey Konga, which I've never played before. I don't know if you knew that Donkey Kong literally with the fucking bongos. So I was up first in the first round, which was actually kind of a handicap. again. So it's a rhythm game. It either pops up where you have to hit the left bongo, the right bongo, both bongos, or there's a tiny microphone you can clap. And then it's either that, or I wonder if I can DNA evolve with either of these. The powers in this dojo, extra DNA evolution is possible. Extra DNA evolution, fewer risks than before. That means where the power of the Digimon living in Floaty at a DNA evolution power. Ceremony can now be formed with a single Digimon. Only one partner needs to be ready. Of course, the other Digimon will still have to live here in the city. I'm so excited that I can provide you with extra. Let's see. Partners are not a combination. Fuck. I'd be so excited, and then neither of my guys can do it. What was I gonna say though? Yeah. So actually, we'll check the stuff. All right, we're gonna go. Oh, there's so much shit to do now. But yeah, so I lost, and there's a big reason I lost. So the first round, it was like 14 points to... Oh, Digimon can play his house. That's a good one. Lab, I don't really care about. Space-time transporter, not yet. Do Digimon's house first. But yeah, so I didn't really care what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I beat the first round by 1,000 points. Then, at the end of each song, when you're playing against someone else, there's like a little mini game, and we didn't figure this out until after, but it's a rock paper scissors thing, and every time you tap the bongo, you like bet some of your points, and it goes up every time you tap, and it also changes from like rock paper to scissors, so it's kind of like a chicken game. We didn't know that though, so when it came time so when we were doing it, we just saw like it has the same like color as hitting both the bongos at once. So both of us were just like bang, 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 mashing it up. So we both bet max points, and then he ended up beating me in the rock paper scissors, and he won more points, and I lost the first round. Second round, it was like 8,000 to 16,000. It didn't matter. He crushed me. But like, I was still kind of annoyed. I was like, man, it would have been really fucking nice to know that. So yeah, so I lost Donkey Konga. So then the person who beat me moved on to the next round, obviously, and then another person moved on. So the final round was best 2 out of 3 of 3 different games. The first game, it was literally child's bowling. So it was like a couple plastic like Disney pins and a small like orange sized like plastic ball, and whoever got the most pins down wins. So the other guy only got I want to say he got... Oh, I just realized I need more regens. So the other guy got 4 total pins after 5 throws. The guy who beat me got 2 on his first, and then he got a strike, which counts as 11 on his second. So he won the first round, or the first game. Second game, they played a game called Super Blood Hockey, which I think is on Steam. It's like an indie game, like made to look like an older game, which I'm not super about those kind of like that aesthetic, but more power to them. But yeah, it was. I'm gonna get rid of some of this meat because I need to get some money. But it was pretty cool. And then let me see, attack plugin. I think I have enough plugins to make it to the final thing. Let's see. I need regen. Oh, okay, it's cheaper than I thought it was. I don't know how much it's going to be to take the shortcut there. But yeah, so it was Super Blood Hockey, and honestly, especially coming off Evo like the week before, I've never been so fucking engrossed in a game in my life, because we've all been there for like 2 hours at this point, and the stakes aren't that high, but they are. So like, we're playing this in like a big like common room, and people are going fucking out of their minds, and so like they're going back and forth. One of them gets a goal, and then another one of them gets a goal, literally with 1 second in like the third quarter. Like, so everyone's going oh and stuff like that, like super intense. And then so yeah, so they do that. They end up in overtime, or I'm sorry, they end up in sudden death, which is first person to score a goal wins. It's still 1-1, and they keep going back and forth. They keep almost doing it and stuff like that. At one point, they get in, they like and make it so the game has like a simulated fight, So like, it's a really weird game. I really recommend YouTubing it if you haven't seen gameplay of it. And they start like punching each other. Eventually, the other guy, the one who didn't beat me, knocks down one of the guy who beat me's players, and he's like out for like 2 minutes, and they still can't score a goal. Finally, the new guy ends up scoring a goal, and they end up tied. So now we move on to the third game. Third game is Jenga, like just regular Jenga on a table, and it was so fucking, again, it was just so much more intense than it needed to be, and they were both pretty good at it. Like they made it like further than I've ever seen a game of Jenga played. And I want to say like a quarter of the way through it, and this game took like half an hour of Jenga. That's how long this was, just between the two of them. And at a certain point, we started playing music in the background on like the big speakers. So someone played Megalovania from Undertale. Then someone played the SpongeBob theme, like the dun. I know that's not the SpongeBob theme, but I can't think of it anything else. And then someone else played the Metal Gear, like the Metal Gear theme, like the dun 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 dun, like to make it super suspenseful. Someone played Highway to the Danger Zone, and we kept going. Finally, one of them ended up losing, and the guy who beat me ended up going on to beat the whole thing. And it was like everyone's like cheering out their fucking minds, stuff like that. Like people who had not been at the game tournament or watching it had like come and joined during like Super Blood Hockey and Jenga, and because we were all screaming so much, and they were all just as like into it, and it ended up like blowing up. It was a huge amount of fun, and like I said at the end of it, it's like I want to be on the committee that picks the games for next time. And he was like, one of the guys was like, cool, I want to play next time, so that works out. So I want to get into that. We want to change some ideas too and make it like more hype. Some games I can think of that would be fantastic for that, and like random. I definitely think Monkey Soccer from Ape Escape 2 would be so fucking ridiculous. And then also Tokyo Jungle as like an out of left field game that like you wouldn't really have any skill at.
So you've come.
I have.
I suppose they weren't enough to stop you after all, but that's fine.
Hey, how you all right?
You saw right through us. Alright, well. What's the worst that could happen here?
Oh well. I'll just have to show you all my discovery. Beyond altered form.
I mean, those are moving way too
Ultimate
fast. There's no way
Digivolution.
any of this means a thing. He's probably fine. I forgot he gets like a special Digivolution sequence. I like the design of Alter B. I think like this is I think his design should be what we call Omnimon Omega's Warts. Because this looks like an evil version of Omnimon, like a much better evil version of Omnimon. Like Zwart I think is kind of useless when we have this one. And then Broken Omnimon is also pretty cool looking.
This is Omegamon Alter B, my new partner. The lord of this new creation.
It can't be.
I mean, he's
It
not
was
that
your
stronger.
partner who gave me. Seeing an altered form that wasn't Machine Draymon was a big.
Oh, and he
clue
became
about ultimate
Skull
Alter
Greymon.
Did you?
I learned
Yes.
that by breaking their minds, and then and following the conclusions I drew from my data, I broke Omega.
What in the world?
And thanks to all.
Alright, well, let's just go on here. I don't need to hear much more of this. I'm kind of just going to win. The darkness. It flows through me. Alright, I just need to get them to 150.
Looking good.
Oh, I messed that up. I could have done it better. Alright, I'm going to throw defense plugins on them.
Use this.
And then I'm going to throw healing on them. Just so that they can get enough order power to EXE. If I remember, he's kind of broken. And he's going to make this very difficult for me. Pun not intended that he's broken. Or he's altered, I should say. Okay, I need to focus on Slapemon again. He's the one who needs the order power. Okay, what if we didn't, though?
This should do it. Come on.
Oof.
Good aim.
Alright, there we go. Hey, can we do this, please? Thank you. Alright, guys. We're about to beat the game. We might. I don't know how strong he is, actually. I don't remember how difficult he is. I gotta remember to block the song out. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Last time I forgot to take the song out, and I actually got it flagged, so it took me like a day to fix that. But yeah, so I'm home alone. Like, everyone else in my family left. They fucked off for the weekend. I had to do a little bit of work to make up, because I went to the game tournament instead of finishing my Friday shift. So I had to do a little bit of overtime. I did that before I started this so that I'd have a clear slate. But yeah, I should be able to get a lot of recording done this weekend. I should be the operating word. But yeah, I think it should be a lot of fun. Alright, let's throw that utility plug. Massively increases. Oh my god, no. I still really do think this is a super cool touch. I like the design of the sword and the gun differently. Like, I like their design over regular Omegamon's design, almost to an extent. Regular Omegamon's design is fucking perfect. Like, it's so cool, but if you're gonna make an alternate, I think it does really well. I also like that the gun and the sword are switched. But I like that, like, Omnimon has, like, a cannon and, like, a traditional sword, and he has, like, a weird new futuristic sword and, like, a fucking, what looks like an assault rifle. I think that's pretty funny. Yeah, he has, like, a JRPG sword. So I really do like that design change. And, of course, the fact that they're swapped. I mean, you can't gloss over that. So I can't remember, does the boost from, do I have any recovery stuff? I don't think I do. I probably should have brought that. I think the plugins, they last for the rest of the match, right? Why are you using Mock Jab, you fool? Okay, I think it's gone. Oh my god. I can't even see it. It's part of the problem. Oh, that was loud. There we go. Hey, did I use it or not? Okay. So this is with the boost, but I don't think the boost affects a lot. Oh, you went right after? Fuck, that's cheating. Oops, that's loud. Again, I've been playing Cat Battle, which I recommend everyone plays. It's fantastic. It's a really good tower defense game. Man, this fight is it's still going, huh? The song is like running out of time to go, which is pretty funny. I'm gonna have to replace the songs with like some neutral ones. I'll replace the hype song with just the regular boss theme here, like the regular one. The one that Maz had like a conniption over when he first started. I don't think it's that good. It's a good final boss song, but when it comes to like total final boss songs I've heard, it's not like fantastic. Okay, he's used his special so many goddamn times. Alright, speaking of using her special, I need one more, fuck. Hey! We did it. My Digimon are the champions.
Impossible!
No, it can in fact happen. I promise. And things. Stuff and things. The evil darkness inside of him is gone. I don't even have to do another fight. It's great. And Alter B kind of just fucking... he's gone. He's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright. It was fun. Like I said, I'm going to keep going for the 200 prosperity, so it's not over yet. And when I do finish this game, I'm probably going to go to Hacker's Memory to see if that game holds up after a year and a half. I don't remember this tank that they had Alter B in. Where is this? Because I don't think you can find this area. The mocap on the Digimon is pretty good too. Oh, it's magic. Hooray. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Everybody's good.
What? What's starting?
What are we talking about, huh? Now it's sad music because he's got to have his redemption. Man, I don't care. It's the end of the game. I know you join us eventually. Just fucking move on. There should have been a point where Lush grows up, because then she can be annoying, but also, you know, she could be an adult. Am I supposed to root for fucking Lolly who likes Numemon? This, I couldn't think of a worse combination. We did it, guys. We're heroes. Alright. I'll skip through the dialogue, but I'll leave the cutscenes. That's fine. They worked on these cutscenes, and there's few and far between of them.
Thank you. I mean it. You too, Himari and Kota. When you get back, we're having a real feast.
It is crazy to compare this game directly to Digimon World 1. It's like kind of ridiculous.
Why are you taking the compliments? I'm pretty sure our
Like,
friend here worked the
this is the
hardest.
natural progression. I will say, this game, I know it's been adapted from a Vita game, but it does kind of look like it might have been on PS3, graphically. At least for some of the humans. The Digimon are all really well detailed,
Yukimura.
which is actually odd, now that I think about it. I've never considered that, but that's actually
Wait for me
weird.
just a little
The
while,
humans are the ones
okay?
who look weird, but the Digimon all look, yeah, it's
I'm
fun.
looking forward to the day I see you again.
You've got to come back sometime.
Ugh.
Thanks for everything. And hey, I can't wait to see you again.
I'm all of a sudden not a mute? Actually, I think I talked about this the last time that happened. Aw. I do miss my Digimon already. Oh, don't play the sad music. You can't. But yeah. Neat. Oh, so okay. I only recognize a couple of these, but they did get the actual voice actors in Japan too for the different Digimon. That was cool. Oh, it was start. Evolution to Zwart D has been unlocked. What about Alter B?
Wake up. It's time.
Well, guess we gotta go back. I gotta be honest, if I had the option to live in a fantasy world or come back to the real world, I would pick fantasy world every time. It wouldn't even be a question.
This way.
Where are my Digimon?
Great, you finally made it. We've all been waiting.
Where are they? Also, this cutscene actually looks like a PS4 game. Ugh. Ugh. Sorry, I threw up my mouth a little bit. God, why can't they release Digimon Survive already? Oh, I'm glad you guys all got your Digimon. Where are mine?
Digimon said it would take a while, but I didn't think it would. We pinky swore that we.
The digital
Oh my God,
world
phone.
and the real world.
I can't find the exact surface where my phone's vibration doesn't sound like it's trying to murder someone.
That's.
Alright, let's move along. Where are my Digimon?
Oh. Or... Once reincarnation finished, I took on Omegamon Altered. I won't waste any...
I won't waste any more time on explanations on how I have an how I have a Super Mega after he evolved from a Digiac. Ah, they're back! My faithful companions Rex and not Rex. Truly, the best of times. Yeah, I can't believe we only did this in fucking 3 generations. We destroyed this game. That's fun. Why did I reset my camera? But yeah, I'm probably gonna call it here. That seems like a good leaving off point. We'll just we'll start whatever the next adventure is, and then we'll start going down the list of Digimon to recruit. I believe 200 is where you need to get to. Eventually we will have to get new Digimon. That'll be sad, but for now we're gonna keep going. But yeah, I'm stoked. We should have all the advantages in the world right now. Like, it should be a lot easier to raise my Digimon. We're gonna have to start doing the dimensional zone too. It'll be fun. What part is this? Did I crush my previous run through? See, I don't really have to worry about this until we get to season 3. Also, this is just a personal thing. One of the most recent Windows updates reset all of my settings for viewing an Explorer. So I have to keep clicking view and then large tiles, and it's really fucking annoying, and I wish it didn't happen. Next order. Again, every single fucking folder. We are on... This is part 18. Shit. Again, crushed it. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, actually, let's finish this shit up. Things. Stuff and things. I don't care what you're going to say. I'm not going to know what to do until I look at the email. Is that supposed to be everyone, like, saying, hey, welcome back? Because you did a shitty job of it, if that's the case.
Hey.
Can we wrap this up? There's literally no break in between beating the game and starting this, like, post-game stuff. No problem. I don't know what we're talking about, but no problem. Music's ominous, so it probably is relating to the actual problem we're going into. Can we fucking wrap this up? Jesus Christ. Getting annoyed now. I want to play your game.
Got a second?
You're back.
Made my day.
Megadramon has joined the city. He went to the lab. So that's how he got Megadramon, is from that fight? That seems a little... lazy. Digimail. To Infinite Cauldron. Oh, he? I don't know what they're talking about. We'll figure it out as we go. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, tune into the next one. Let's fucking hope this video records and processes properly. I don't want to have any goddamn issues this weekend. Thank you, and goodbye. Welcome to the July Patreon and YouTube sub. Thank you guys once again for another amazing month. The anniversary stream went great. And yeah, let's get started. I want to thank Annie, Norm P, Sean, and Art Rev for the $1, Carlos for the 2, Azor for the 3, Happy for the 5, Mons for the 5 as well. And then I'm trying to do it from memory. Hold on. Sir Eniac, Connor Salverwald, and Sean Thomason for the $10. And straight atop their throne, we have Michael Smith and John Barnett with the $15 each. Thank you guys so much. Love you all. And then for YouTube, we have C. Miller, Mayo with the 1 month, Michael Smith, Electric Narwhal, Rap Tax for 4 months. And then John Barnett, Louisa, Sir Eniac, and Maz with the 5 months. You guys are almost Metal Greymon, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, thank you guys again. Don't forget, if you put $5 down on YouTube, or if you put even as low as $1 on Patreon, you get access to a special tab in the Discord. It's a secret, don't let anyone know about it. That you can see all the early videos and stuff there, so lots of fun. Like, I just recorded 9 videos yesterday. I'm not going to release 9 videos publicly today, but those will be up, within the next couple days. So, if you want to see your early videos, if you're like, damn, Nick just doesn't upload enough videos, he doesn't upload fast enough, when can I see the next Metal Gear Solid video that we all clamor for? There you go. Go on Patreon or YouTube, either. But yeah, thank you guys, and I can't wait to see you the next month. Goodbye.